Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another exciting session of Forrester's Focus on Operational Excellence. I'm your host, Tracy Forrester, and we have another exciting video for you today where we will discuss some pointers around the feed across, feed forward process. And today we will discuss the following points regarding the importance of feed across and feed forward as a true preventive measure for your problem-solving process. Number one, what is feed across, feed forward? Number two, how do we do that? And number three, where do we do feed across, feed forward? What is feed across, feed forward? Feed across, feed forward is one of the most important preventive actions to consider in your problem-solving process. This tool in part comes from a Japanese method called yokoten, which is defined as a Japanese term that loosely translates into horizontal deployment. And you notice when we add the kai at the end of that, we end up with forward and advance in terms of deployment. So that's where we get the feed across, feed forward. And the whole point of feed across, feed forward is to identify where a known problem could occur elsewhere and to share the actions taken with other entities and areas where it could be beneficial to prevent a problem or to improve a process or method. And the types of actions to be shared may include containment actions, corrective and preventive actions, and other process improvements. How to do feed across, feed forward. Well, the tool itself is a pretty simple matrix. It starts with entering some basic information about the original occurrence of the problem. And if you look on the y-axis, it lists the root cause containment actions taken and preventive and corrective actions taken. And on the x-axis, it lists the various opportunities to be reviewed. So going on the y-axis, I've got a root cause, a containment actions, I've got some corrective and preventive actions, and then going up across the top in the x-axis, I've got feed forward with several different systemic opportunities, and then I've got feed across with several different location opportunities and some product opportunities. And within that matrix, where those intersect, the x and y areas, I'm just adding whether there is an applicable area within that. I'm putting an A for applicable. The O is where the original occurrence or what the original occurrence was, the part, the location, etc. And then I'm just trying to populate that to demonstrate where I can apply these opportunities in a feed forward, feed across manner. To do feed across, feed forward. Going through this exercise can help prevent an issue from happening in another part, at another process, in another department, location, or supplier or customer locations. And failure to do this can lead to multiple issues in multiple locations that could have all been prevented with just a little extra work. Please note, one key to being successful with this tool is to apply the tool actively versus applying it only passively. So what do we mean by that? Well, I can tell you that in my experience and in my past, when I have seen some sort of a feed across process in place, it's often done passively in that the information is shared perhaps through an email, through some visual explanation of what has happened, along with, hey, see if you can apply this to your process or see if this applies to you. And it's really left to that in a passive way, what I consider to be passive. But to be more active about it, I would not only provide that information to you, but I would also require a response along with your rationale regarding how you got to the decision that you got to. And the whole point is just to try to add a little more accountability and a little more prescription into this process versus leaving it to chance or leaving it to someone to take a quick glance at and dismiss it. And again, remember, we're really trying to prevent these things from happening again or in another place, right? We're trying to improve our overall quality, improve our customer quality, improve our standing with the customer and shareholder. And this is a great tool to reduce those number of incidents and the costs associated with them. And where do we do feed across, feed forward? And these are just some locations, but it can be used in any number of locations. And here we've got 6 listed, including additional customer locations, which is extremely important if you send the same kind of product to multiple locations and you're dealing with one customer location. It could very well be that you've got the same problem in the others. You can cross your fingers and hope, or you can be proactive and alert the other locations to the idea that you have this issue and what you're doing about it. It could be additional supplier locations. Again, the last thing you want is to have this problem from a supplier and then a month later, 2 months later, 6 months later, have the same problem from a different location within the supplier. And even generically, if you've got similar products coming from even different suppliers without divulging any sensitive or personal private information, you can still let the others know that, hey, within the group, we've experienced this type of failure. Look at your process and tell me what you're doing to prevent that. Other additional business locations, additional departments within the business, additional processes, and again, additional products and services within the business. And this concludes another segment of Forrester's Focus on Operational Excellence. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video and want to see more from us and from the book, please help us out by doing the following. Hit the like button. Click on that subscribe button to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell your friends about us. Check back for more videos based on additional lessons from the book, as well as other topics from Operational Excellence. And if you're interested in the book, you can purchase it on Amazon.com.